From special forces operations to apocalyptic plague outbreaks, one San Antonio man hasn't just seen the world, he's created it.
JT Street shows us how this award-winning animator is helping local students score big points in the video game world on Streets Corner.
All right, I'm going to zoom in so we can get closer on it.
Matthew Tovar shares some animation tricks with students at the University of Incarnate Word, with a little help from a foxball.
I'm going to squash here, right? Anticipation, right? That'll be his anticipation, and then he'll push off. This is a principles of animation class, so we're starting with the very basics because they need that really strong foundation in order to actually get to that level of, character stuff.
That foundation helped Matt spring from a student at UIW to career as a character animator, working on award-winning video games like The Last of Us and the Uncharted series.
And it's the same thing if you watch her body go through this motion. If you watch her tail, it's kind of just going, it's just following the arc that she did, right?
He gives us insight of what it could possibly be like for us, and it's just all very exciting.
While students like Karen Trujillo may find the idea of working on video games exciting, Matt makes sure his students know that games are still made one frame at a time.
They gotta have to work frame by frame, right? They'll get notes like this frame's off, this frame's off. This tail, right? You see how it's kind of like level with him? But it shouldn't be, right? Because it should be, everything should be dragging, so it should be like this. But stuff like a tail where it's descriptive and we want it to do certain things, we kind of have to do that ourselves because the computer doesn't really know how it's got to look through, natural motion.
The computer can only do so much, so you need to go in and give it a human touch to move things by yourself, and that's where all the time goes into it.
And Matt and his students believe that every moment they spend helping their characters leap off the screen is time well spent.
You spent hours working on it and just not getting it right, and then you finally tweaked that one keyframe. You're like, oh my goodness, it's like magic. And then you turn it in before something bad happens.
Now, Matthew will be a visiting professor at UIW throughout the 2015 school year. If you'd like to play your way on the Streets Corner, you can follow me on Twitter at Streets Corner or at Facebook.com/Streets Corner. JT Street, Fox News at 9.